What's up, everybody? Welcome to Motivation with an Edge. My name is Waleed. Today I want to talk about something I believe is incredibly important for us to pay attention to as we see our world continue to fall apart. And I mean fall apart, polarized, something we've all had, but it's a weird time, man. It's called confirmation bias, the destruction of the open mind. Now, confirmation bias, we all heard of it. It's essentially taking new evidence, new information, and attributing it to an existing belief system, right? We do this all the time, right? We just grow up with these things. That guy's a jerk. My friend said that guy's a jerk. So when you see the guy, you are looking for jerk behavior and attribute anything he does that might be jerk behavior to him being a jerk, right? Or it's akin to looking for problems, right? If you're walking around looking for a problem, you'll find it, right? That same kind of mentality. We see on the other side, confirmation bias of our children. My kid's the best. My kid's the best. Even though I don't say it. So when you see them on a sports field, you're more likely not to see their downside, and you're going to say, oh, see, he's good. See right there. See, he's the best. He should be playing more, blah, 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 blah. In our social world right now, it's causing great division and polarization, right? You are not able to, most people, this is how it seems to work from my humble perspective. You take a position, right? You add personalization to it. You add egotism to it. You make it so a part of you that now the counter to anything is not something you want to take in. So when information comes, negative or positive, you take it and you make it your CCC, kind of like CC, you're wrong, I'm right, CCC. And it's not doing anything for anybody, right? These biases are shortcuts of our mind. And this shortcut is destroying our ability to coexist, right? And when it comes to say something like, let's look at the vaccines first of all, okay? Look right now, everyone's just blaming the other. You can understand both sides of things, right? And you can be more fair with people who don't believe or do believe. You can understand, but people don't want to hear that stuff. It doesn't help that we have people in charge who are dividing us further. But if you take a new piece of information, ask yourself, can you able to identify what it is? Does it have to be positive for you and negative for them? Or your system? It could just be what it is, and it could attribute both sides. And when you have a conversation, you can take the emotions out of it and say, okay, I can see your point of view. I don't have to just take things and add it to the negative side of things. In social change, my God, it's the most devastating one of all, because we grew up, listen, wherever you grew up with beliefs that have been told to you about other cultures, other groups, other demographics. And a lot of times you take that at face value for what it is. And over time, you will take pieces of information that add to that and perpetuate that belief system. So this is what you think you know. I always say the perfect example is Muslims or Arabs with terrorism, right? The second you watch the news, okay, there can be 10 different terrorist attacks or whatever the hell it is. And you probably won't notice the first two if they're a white guy or a Catholic guy in Ireland or this guy or that. But the second it's an Arab, you're like, yeah. Yep. And it's just part of your nature. Sure. It just goes the same with black dudes or girls or gays or whatever you believe already. You'll find what you want to find to make yourself right about it. And it's not conscious, these thoughts. But it's the strength and weakness of our mind. We're able to remember things, all these complex thoughts. But the second you're not going to filter yourself, you become part of the problem. I've been there too. No, I'm not accusing nobody of nothing. Not going to accuse nobody of nothing. Excuse my poor grammar. So what do we do about this? Acknowledge it exists. Okay? Acknowledge that these things are everywhere. Our life is basically taking information and doing something with it. Either you ignore it, it makes you angry, it adds to your thoughts, it makes you hate somebody else, or whatever the case may be. If we're trying to be an equal society, a non-discriminative, tolerant society, it is incumbent upon all of us to see where we stand with things like this. Why am I going to dislike you because you are different than me? Start with there. And then what am I doing with information to make this the case? Am I throwing it at you every time I can and adding to my strength and power everything time I can? Or am I able to say, look, this is just information. It's information. Let me not put emotional attachment to it. Let me see where it actually stands. So with people, right? Are you looking down when someone says something about the Asian flu or whatever? Or, yeah, stupid Chinese people, blah, 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 whatever. Are you letting that get into your head? Or when you see crime or whoever you attribute to that? Are you, yeah, see? Or are you going to say, these things are just one-offs? Information is information. I don't have to attribute it to what I already believe. Let me open my mind and be smarter. In this information age, we don't have to be slaves to the thoughts we've had and the ignorant thoughts we had for the most part. Right? If you want to be someone like me, someone who's bettering themselves, whether it be for social equality, whether it be for a better world, a less divided world, or whether it be just for our own growth as people, understanding confirmation bias and how devastating it is to personal growth and openness to others is a great place to start. Have a wicked day.